For as long as I can remember, African Americans have complained that the Democrats take blacks for granted. It's almost an axiom. Such complaints have circulated through the pages of black newspapers and on black radio talk shows ever since the black vote coalesced near unanimously around the Democratic Party by the mid-60s. Having worked at my share of black newspapers and radio stations, I can vouch for the fact that black-owned media feels its importance most keenly during election seasons, when white Democrats, and in most places the candidates are more likely to be white, show respect and good sense by sending campaign dollars their way. Campaign advertising was almost as much a ritual as a commercial transaction, an acknowledgement that the black media and its audience were not to be taken for granted, even by Democrats. Then black folks got more than many had even dared to wish for, a black candidate for president on a major party ticket. Nearly all of the black-owned media shouted hallelujah in unison and enlisted in Barack Obama's quest for the White House. Never in the history of commercial black media has a candidate for national office gotten as much free publicity of all kinds than Barack Obama has reaped from black-owned media. They talked him up. They wrote him up. Their talk show host shouted his critics down. His events were publicized in every city with black media outlets as if he were a native son of the town, a homecoming hero. And then it came time to spend some serious money on black media in what would clearly be the most expensive presidential campaign in history, but also one in which the black guy had by far the most money. What did the Obama campaign do? They took black support for granted, just like all the other Democrats over the years had been accused of doing. Only this time, even more egregiously so, since Barack Obama had clearly been the recipient of every possible favor and gift that the black media could offer. Obama's handlers felt no need to pay for what they had already gotten free. Black media owners learned early this year that Obama viewed black media support as something he was owed, not the other way around. Back in April, black newspapers discovered that neither Hillary Clinton nor Barack Obama had any money left over after spending it all on white media. Dorothy Lavelle, publisher of black newspapers in Chicago and Gary, Indiana, said, "If we're treated like this in the primary, there's very little hope that we'll be treated any better in the general election." She was right. Charles Cherry II, owner of a black media group in Florida, got tired of being left out of Obama's general election advertising schedule and decided to produce anti-Obama radio commercials to get the candidate's attention. "If you want to win by getting black people to vote in the state of Florida," said the station owner, "you must actively engage the black community's political culture. A large part of this culture is black-owned media." Good for Brother Cherry. Those Democrats do take black people for granted, especially the one with the African name. For Black Agenda Radio, I'm Glen Ford.